This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. On 1st down, Benjamin. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw is Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try to wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky eluding the and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Markel Lee able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike 54.
Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Trubisky. First tight end on the corner, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
up. 180. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. As the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Come on, now. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you got to. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Get up. 180. 53. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Mike, 53.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Trubisky will come up here first and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Throwing here, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off. Now Trubisky lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry, it is cold, and it is cold. It's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Escaping the pressure right. It's caught, block it. And they snap him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he comes back with one complete. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Trubisky now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Alert! Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Trubisky. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Man, I got you.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Going to throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Chicago! 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
There's no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed a big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Joe Mixon. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Chance.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
53, Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Willis, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
But the pressure gets to him again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dub for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
65.
From the 40 now on second down. Trubisky, he's got Smith here. And some room to run now. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. Markel Lee, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
53. Bravo. Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky. score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost them.
But they can't afford to just bunker in there. Good field position means go ahead and attack that offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. That throw good for 4. It's second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from a defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now it's Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, motion backfield. Mike, 53. Lock in. Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Foyesade Aluakon made the tackle there from his safety position. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, tight. You go tight. You got tight right there. Shift. Hey, low alert. Go, 14.
From the 39, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 51.
Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. at Soldier Field. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Look at this tight end on the corner. It's complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll run with Mixon. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They're taking him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, the first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He'll buy some time right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. A good pickup there, a 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
I'm going to run you over.
On first down, Benjamin. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. It's Wilson. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Touch 50, touch 50. Go.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll stay on the ground, mix him again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
And And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Trubisky. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Four down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus is